Hey, look, gravitation. Cannabis got to be from up north or from Jamaica. No confirmation, then it's no participation. Never see it in rotation in my conversation. No need for confrontation. This is my observation. Gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. Right now, this is something that caught my attention, man. Shout out CurtissKingTV and TDE Punch. Right when they sat down, had an amazing interview. Right, a short that that came back on my timeline. And you know what? Them bringing this up, you feel me? I want to go ahead and share this with y'all. And I'm going to let you know, you feel me, how I feel about a certain situation because I agree with Punch and what he's talking about. I think I probably said it in the past before even hearing Punch. But at the same time, we're on the same page. But I always say, get your drinks, get your smokes, get your eats, whatever you about to do. Let's go ahead and tap into this. Let's go.
Why do you think people didn't think he was capable of being the one to get a record off like that? Because I heard that narrative a lot where they were like, man, just wait till Drake drops the hit record. And when that happens, it's a wrap for you guys. I'm like, you act like this dude ain't the songwriter that you just described in the beginning of this conversation.
Yeah, Drake fans aren't necessarily hip hop fans. And that plays a huge part in it. Okay. So a lot of the talking points and ideas is not based on hip hop, but it's based on love for Drake. If we love hip hop, we're going to be able to admit where our favorite was wrong at some point. That don't happen with a lot of Drake fans because they love him to death.
He can't do no wrong. Kendrick circles a block and comes back with Not Like Us. Why do you think people didn't think he was capable of being the one to get a record off like that? Because I heard that narrative a lot where they were like, man, just wait till Drake drops the hit record. And when that happens, it's a wrap for you guys. I'm like, you act like this dude ain't the songwriter that you just described in the beginning of this conversation.
Yeah, Drake fans aren't necessarily hip hop fans. And that plays a huge part in it. Okay. So a lot of the talking points and ideas is not based on hip hop, but it's based on love for Drake. If we love hip hop, we're going to be able to admit where our favorite was wrong at some point. That don't happen with a lot of Drake fans because they love him to death.
He can't do no wrong. And the reason why, you feel me, like, I can speak on that from like a Dot perspective, right? Like being a fan of Dot. And I'm not necessarily that he did anything wrong, but I know one of the biggest things that they always get at him or get on him about is the whole mocking Jesus situation. Now, mind you, I'm not on my biblical spirit like that. You feel me? Excuse me, not my biblical spirit, but on my, my biblical as far as like literature. Let's just say it like that. You feel me? Like tapping in, as much as I should. But as far as my understanding, I don't think Dot was, well, first of all, let me say I didn't agree with it. Let me just say that. And the reason why I'm going to say I didn't agree with it is because my mom, rest her soul, I remember when Chingy album came out, you feel me, Jackpot. I'm a baller, baby, rider, That was like 04, you feel me? 04 when that Chingy album came out. And we riding and we chilling. My mom into it. We listening to the baller, baby. We on the freeway. We on the way with it. And I think it was his third verse. I think his third verse, he went into, you feel me? Hey, go ahead. Excuse me, sorry, but I think it was his third verse where he said something about, it's not me, but I'm not God, but it's me they praising or something like that, right? And I remember just being in the passenger seat, my mom rolling, and her whole body changed. I'm talking about body language don't lie. I always say this all the time, bro. I don't care. You can fake the phone all you want to, bro. Your body language is not going. If you don't like someone, you feel me, or even if you rock with someone, bro, when you see that, even if you try to be. Body language don't lie. It happens naturally, bro. So her whole body language changed when that part came on, right? The first time, this is our first time listening to the song. So Ballin' come on again, bam, it come on again. Never said anything. So it happened again. Same situation. And this time I caught it. Like I really caught it because she couldn't fake it that time. The first time she was like still like, but this time she just shut all the way up. Like damn, I almost was about to turn it down. I'm like, Mom, what's going on? And I remember she was like, man, you know, I don't play like that. You know, like the God, she's like, bro, we never should say nobody should praise us, right? You feel me? Like she just, and like I said, this is my mom. I'm saying, and I just always took heed of that and like, consideration. Like, oh, okay, that's something not to be played with. Now, mind you, I'm my own person. I'm my own man. Don't get me wrong. But just looking back on that, I just always, you feel me? That always stuck with me. So me seeing that about Dot and him doing, mind you, I don't even know didn't even see the concert. That's how I'm gonna let you know. Like, I don't even know what he was saying, but I know how Dot is. I'm pretty sure that it meant something though. I already know. Like he said, everything means everything. So it wasn't just out of the blue, out of the ordinary. That's why I say I highly doubt he was mocking Jesus. But at the same time, once again, I'm talking about me in general. You feel me? That's something I probably wouldn't do. Just talking about me. So I can't necessarily say that he made a mistake going back to Punch when he said that, hey, if you're a favorite rapper or if you're a fan or whoever you're a fan of and you don't want to admit when they're doing wrong, like I'm not necessarily saying that he was wrong in that. What I am going to say is I just didn't agree with that. Now, when it comes to Drake, like I said, bro, you could be talking online or even talking to these people, you feel me, in part, whatever the case may be. When you bring up a certain scenario, the first thing they would just switch the narrative. They'll change it on you instead of saying like, oh, okay, you right. Because I know me, if I'm going back and forth when I'm having a debate, real talk, if I'm having a debate, I'm gonna leave it alone in the sense of I'm talking about online or whatever. Like, we in the comments and you bring up something. It's not that I'm scared to argue. No, me being silent is kind of like in a sense like, okay, well, yeah, I agree with you. Or I don't have too much. I don't have information on that to go. So I'll give you that. Like, well, you know what? I have to give you that. When it comes to them, it doesn't matter. You feel me? When you start pointing out facts, that's why I say I don't like the Drake fans. When you start pointing out facts, you're always switching stuff, bro. The latest before I even made this video is numbers. Now, I don't even know if these numbers are right. I always say with the Billboard numbers or whatever, they could be fake, whatever. But that's what Drake's whole career is based off of. You feel me? Since 2013. Like I say, he's the poster child of streaming. So when you call somebody out if he's not on the top, right, that's the first thing that they say. Because I guess Kendrick and Roddy Ricch had beat him out on something. I don't know what the list is. The first thing they say, oh, that's just one list. What about the rest of them? No. It ain't no what about the rest of them because, like I say, y'all never, every time a list come out, y'all always bragging about it. But soon as when your man's is not where he's supposed to be, then all of a sudden, oh, that's just one list. You feel me? Like, oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. Instead of just bowing down, y'all got that. You feel me? It's easy to, y'all got that. I'm going to keep it, hey, y'all got that. It's all good. You feel me? Like how he should have did in the battle. Nah, you got that. You know what I'm saying? But gravitation with the observation, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments below. You feel me? Like, y'all gonna keep it real. You feel me? If the person that y'all rocking with, man, just keep it all the way real. You feel me? When you just admit when they wrong or if you don't agree with their actions. Stop spinning the narrative. Gravity.